going to be something a little different. It's going to be a mix of ASMR, me gardening. I got this new Verdec planter and I'm really excited to use it. I have now, it's 3 planters from Verdec, and of course it's in my Amazon shop, and I'm really excited to try it out today. So first, my favorite part, the unboxing. I think there's just something so satisfying watching an unboxing, and I'm really impressed with the packaging. It was perfect, high quality, everything's intact. Okay, I have had this Miracle Grow potting mix for a while, so I'm glad to finally put it to use. Okay, I can't really tell you, this planter is a lot bigger than it looks like. And this is me realizing I ran out. So I had to go to Mickey's. It's a cute little plant shop by my house. And I went and bought more potting soil. I'm making sure that I have the best soil in this planter. I'm putting a lot of different succulents that I got from my mom's garden. So it's really important to me that they thrive. Now let's enjoy some gardening ASMR. Here we go. I'm gonna start trying out some placement. And first, I'm just taking out a lot of my succulents out of the pots. I love dealing with cuttings because it's a lot easier to deal with when you're decorating. But I love the fullness of my potted succulents. So I'm gonna just start placing them and seeing where everything should go. So I just started with my bigger plants. So I just took out all the potted plants out, and then I'm going to then fill it in with my cuttings. So that's my plan of attack. I'm telling you guys, this is so therapeutic. And right now I start my mornings with watering my plants, pruning my plants, just misting my plants, even brushing the leaves so that there's no soil on them, because sometimes like I'll add soil and everything and it'll get on the leaves. I baby these plants. They also remind me of very universal and important principle concepts about care and living things. It's an affirmation to take care of my plants, because environment is everything. I make sure they have enough water, nutrients in the soil. I make sure they get enough sunlight. I make sure that each plant gets the environment that they specifically need and require. So the struggle is real. My mom has these succulents. I like to call them little cabbage succulents. They remind me of beautiful blossoming cabbages, and they spread like wildfire. So she's able to propagate them. This one is in a glass jar and the soil has hardened, and although it's thriving, oh man, it was such a process to get out. I had to bust out some tools, a little dowel, a miniature shovel, and I extracted it from the glass mason jar. But join me for the process right here. I'm gonna let you hear the struggle. I know, I was a little rough with the guy, but I mean, he was a strong one, and I had to get him out. Never, oh my gosh. If you want to propagate and put soil in a mason jar, just think about this moment here when you do that. So when it comes to glasses and stuff, use water. But man, when you get the soil involved, it is not fun to get all that soil out and get your plant out. So I prefer those plastic pots that you could easily squeeze and get your plant out without having to tug at the actual plant. I promised you gardening ASMR, so I'm gonna let you hear just like you were sitting across the room from me, because you are. Actually, it goes all the way down. So, I mean, I guess that's a good thing so that you could really grow these plants, because those fake ones, the roots can't really flourish and all that. So, I want to get another. This is supposed to be some premium soil right here. This is expensive soil. I spent like 40 bucks on soil. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, this looks like the expensive stuff. This one's got worms and earthworms and bat guano. Does that mean food? All right. Okay. So let me move these guys to my docking. My deck. Actually, let's move them all. I really want to top this soil. Wow. Okay, this, it's because I was going to say this soil smells good, but I forgot I had lavender mixed in with my other soil that's in here. Wow. All right. So I blazed through. This is 12 dry quarts. Not wasting anything. Okay. So I'm gonna put this guy in the middle. Pretty, pretty. Gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Okay. Edge. Right. This guy. Okay, these were all from my mom's botanical garden, imported from NorCal. Right. Right. All right. Images. Oh, I love it. This one actually rooted correctly. So I love I'm gonna look at it this way because this will be what faces the audience. Pretty cute. Oh, it's rooted quite nice. Oh, shoot. Progress so far. Loving it. You'll see the next layer. All right, here's the finished product. I'm putting it by my window because that's where succulents live around here in Hollywood. In my apartment, if it's not by the windowsill, it's gonna die. That's why I got this planter, which is perfect to just place them right by the windowsill. I also like that it hides all the ugly outlets and whatnot. So there he is. I love him. And I also love the Veridec brand. As you can see, I have, there it is, Veridec, my planter for that tall guy. And then this guy doesn't need as much sunlight, so he's right here. But their planters are amazing. I love that they're very high quality and they look good. I've had this guy for years, and this one I just got. And I love him. He looks awesome. He's perfect. He's perfect for my windowsill garden here in my apartment. Since that initial video where I built this little planter all together, I think it's been here for a couple months now. I just wanted to show you guys how the plants have grown in. I really think it's due to me putting multiple high-end fertilizers, and the trough is pretty long, so it gives the plant a lot of room for the roots to grow, which I feel like is really vital. And here they've happily grown in. Look at that. Look how big they've gotten. And I think it's because the roots have a lot of room to expand. So living in an apartment, it's really tough to have succulents. So I really have to utilize my window space. And boy, are they thriving. Look at this. Look, even the vines are growing in really well. And I tend to just keep my window and screen open so they could get as much sunlight as possible. I do live next to a building, so you know, you gotta utilize every ounce of light. So I put them right so you can see sun, and then boom, them. And I think it's such a gorgeous addition. I feel like I brought a garden into my apartment, which I love because I'm always here filming content. So look at that. Look at how it grew in beautifully. I really recommend this. I'm really happy. I'm gonna put a link below. I actually love all my Viridec planters. I got these ones growing in too. I just feel like I'm in vacation every day being surrounded by all these plants. But the Viridec collection, after starting this collection, I'm always getting Viridec. I really, really love it because it's high-end. It's very tough, yet it's light enough to move around. Sturdy, but light enough to move around. So I always redecorate, move these things around, and I could easily do it with these guys. So I'm very happy.